Alrighty, everybody. Section number 6 in the cryptocurrency trading for beginners series. 9 steps to becoming a rock star crypto trader. I want to talk you through talking about finding the perfect setup. So let's walk through our slides a little bit real quick. And I know you can see this thing full screen because I have to get the charts just a little bit. So number 1, we talked about the trader's mindset. So you want to make sure at this point you have a strong trader's mindset. You're going to run and operate this like a business without allowing your emotions to take control, right? There's a perfect plan of attack you're going to have that you're going to use. 2, we're going to talk about, you talked about managing your money and these 6 steps, right? And you're following that. You understand support and resistance. You know the trend. You know that we're going to trade with the trend because a trend is our friend. And now we're about to have some fun, folks. We're going to talk about finding the perfect trade setup. So let's go to our charts. So in this situation here, what I would have been looking at is overall, you can see this particular support line was hit over and over again, right? In Bitcoin against USD. Is continually, every time price gets around it, has a very difficult time breaking through. It struggles around it. So a lot of times what will happen is when the market is trending, first of all, we're only going to be taking either, we'll talk about swing trading in a different video, but we can see here that the market started moving up, but this base support line slash potentially future resistance line, if it ever breaks through and stays through, right? That we're going to be, it has a lot of up movement to happen around in this pair. So when price usually gets to around the 61.50 mark with Bitcoin against a dollar, we usually see a lot of bounces. Okay, so the market went up, 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 up. They went down, 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 and it hit the line and rejected. Now, because we were back at that resistance point, I would be looking for a potential buy opportunity to buy Bitcoin against USD around the support lines. What happened? I would have bought here, had a stop loss just a little bit down in here, probably about 100 pips, 150 pips. And then as the market went up, I would have gained almost 400. Yeah, almost 400 pips before I closed out that trade. And now I would have been looking for more opportunities. So let's show what the market did as it started unfolding. Again, the market went up, came back down, hit the key level again, which I would have been taking a buy position again. And we would have went up, closed out that trade in profit. And let's walk through it again. A huge spike. We didn't touch anything with that. Price breaks down again. Okay, so what we're looking for right now, let's talk about right now where the market's at, right, as I'm shooting this video. The market is in a downtrend, okay? So overall, the market was flat, 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 and it's been dropping like a rock for the last 3 weeks, okay? But now we're starting to see the market settle down a little bit. It broke down through that old support, hesitated around that support and resistance, had a real struggle, eventually broke, hit an old support level, went up, retested it again. This is a sign. When it hits a second support level and starts going up, it's a great sign that the market is going to be taking an opportunity. It's going to go up. So I would have taken a buy position here as soon as they saw the market going up and put a stop loss below these wicks here, right? And basically, as the trade starts going up, we'll talk about managing trading once you're in it. We would have started closing out part of our profits, moving your stop loss. A stop loss up, continue to go from there. And then price hit the old resistance level again for a great selling setup. Now we're sitting here looking at the market about to hit the support level again, or sitting real close. So now is we can start seeing the market volume is starting to slow down and everybody's starting to chill, which means the selling pressure is starting to wear off. Okay. So what I'm looking at here is seeing Bitcoin come down here, test this line again, looking for buy opportunities for the market to continue going back up. Let's go on to the next video. All right, step number 7 in the cryptocurrency trading for beginners series in 9 steps to becoming a rockstar crypto trader. We're going to talk about using stops. Now, what a stop loss is a protective order to exit a trade if it starts going against you. For example, let's back up here. Let's look for a trade we would have taken here. Yep, this is a support level. Price went up as it came down and retested and started working its way up. I would have taken a trade. So Let me zoom in here and we'll talk about setting up a stop loss. What I would have done in this situation is taken a trade here, and I would have put what's called a stop loss. In fact, let's open up an order box. Let's say we wanted to buy Bitcoin at 62.36. You place a limit order, and then we set a stop loss around 60, 60. Okay? 60. Okay? Of course, the numbers aren't going to work because the market's currently below that, right? But here's what would have happened in that situation. Let's say that we bought here, but then instead of it going up like it did, very predictable, it broke down and just exploded downwards. Do we want to let this thing go forever? So we have to sit in that trade maybe a year before it goes back up, before we can close out and get our money back? That's not what we want to do. So we want to do what's called set a stop loss. And a stop loss is a secondary order that says if the price goes down to here, just dump the trade. And again, we talked about no more than 2% of your account balance, right? 1 to 2% of your account balance per trade. So again, let's say you have a $10,000 account. If that trade goes against you, what do you want that trade to do? You want it to close at a loss, but it's a small predictable loss. 2% is not a big deal. 1%, whatever it is that you want to manage, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? So that's what a stop loss is. We want to make sure we protect our trades. And we'll get into here in another video. Once you're in a trade and it starts moving up in profit, what do you do from there? All right, this is section number 8 of the 9 steps to becoming a rockstar crypto trader, cryptocurrency trading for beginners series, brought to you by Crypto Pro Elite. How about that for a commercial? Okay, so we're going to talk about once you're in a trade, what do you do at this point, right? We already talked about setting a stop loss. You have everything down, but how do you manage your trade? We're going to be talking about letting our winners run. So let's go back to our charts, and let's say back to our trade that we took last time. Let's say we took this trade. It started going up. We're getting confirmation that the market's moving its way back up. So we took a trade on Bitcoin against US dollar here, but we set our stop loss here. Just in case it went down, we want to protect our accounts, right? So, but now what happens, the market explodes. It starts going up, and then it slows down a little bit. What do we want to do? The first thing we want to do is you want to close out part of your trade, even if it's just a small piece of your trade. And then we're going to move our stop loss up to where we got in. Here's why. Let's say, worst case scenario, Bitcoin went from here to here before you closed out. You got 500 points in the market already. 500 points. All right. It went up 500 points. You closed half of your trade. You so far have gained like 5% of you're up 5% right now. So if you close half your trade and you're up 5%, how much did you make? You made 2.5%. But what do you do with the remainder balance of the trade? You move your stop loss up to your entry point, okay, where you got in. Now what happens if all of a sudden Bitcoin dropped back down again? Well, the second part of that trade would close out at break even, which means you made 0. However, you still made 2.5% on the first wave of the trade. But in this case, it continues going up. So you got another huge spike, and then it went consolidation mode. I would have closed out another part of your trade and moved the stop loss way up here, right below here. It went sideways and quiet, and then shot up again. It did it again. So as the trade continues to move up, you're closing out parts of your trade. So you're getting some wins, and then you're moving your stop up more and more and more. And I usually move my stop either a specific distance, like 200 points away, or under the support and resistance lines, okay? So hope that helps on how to manage a trade once you're in it. Eventually what happens? You either decide, okay, this thing is going up far enough, and you close your trade, or it reverses down and your trade stops out. But your trade, look at what you did. Your trade got stopped out way in profit. So you want to focus on letting your winners run and cutting your losses short. Okay? All right, step number 9 in the cryptocurrency trading for beginners. Hope you guys have been having fun. Hope the information has been valuable to you. Let's talk about automation and how you can use software to 10x your trading. So we talked about understanding support and resistance and mindset, and some things that we cannot do for you are having your trader's mindset and managing your money. But what we can automate in software is support and resistance, knowing your trend, and all of these other pieces can all be put together and run with a piece of software. So let's go back to the charts here. So we talk about our support and resistance and all these different things, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to remove all these lines. What if I told you that you didn't need to know any of this stuff that we've been going over in this entire series? All right, there's a way to actually start trading successfully and have a piece of phenomenal software that we call Crypto Pro Elite that does all of this for you. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to put my bearish bullish alerts on. Is it setting up? Okay, oops, I got too many. I accidentally clicked it 3 times. It's compiling, it's setting up, and then we're going to show you how the Crypto Pro Elite software would have worked. So let's go back, let's backtrack a little bit. You can see, let's start right around here. So instead of understanding crypto support and resistance, Crypto Pro Elite basically trades in cycles, okay? So what it does is, let's zoom back in here a little bit. It starts looking for opportunities to buy and sell these crypto pairs. So I'm going to zoom in. In fact, all of this is in a members area that shows you exactly how to use this software. So over here, we got a selling signal, kept saying bearish, bearish, I mean sell. So we're in sell mode. So we would have sold until we got a reversal, which we didn't yet. It would have stayed in sell mode. We'd still be in this sell mode. Unless you followed the right equity management, as soon as the price went up, you would have closed out this trade in profit, but we would have sold again. So let's go back here again. In fact, let's look at a different crypto pair. So look at this Bitcoin against the US dollar trade here. Okay. We already looked at the fact that we saw some sell positions. So let's go back in history and show you some of the bigger buys. And a lot of times what you're going to see is we took some buy positions. The market went up a little bit. We took a small buy, took a small sell, took a real small buy, a break even on this trade here. But let's look at some of the buy positions that that Crypto Pro Elite is done. And there's a lot more in depth in the members area of how this works. But buy position, buy position, buy position, buy position, buy position. So we are in and out of trade. So what if you could basically follow a piece of software that sends you a text or an email that says buy Bitcoin USD. You just log into your trading account and automatically do that. That's exactly what you have with Crypto Pro Elite. And let me show you here the website. You can actually click in the link description below or go to cryptoproelite.com. And we are usually running a webinar very often that walks you through an entire demo of the system and how it works. So go check that out. Hope you enjoyed this series, and we'll talk to you.